Oh, I forgot to check something. Okay, there we go. Those same people put together in this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperate, awful group of people ever. That is the mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has been revealed. Oh. But right now we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come later. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. So, how do we get out of here? Yoko, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room? Of course I do. It's an absolute vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I will never part with it. And it can open any door in the school, right?
That's right.
That's right. Then we should be able to use it on that door, right? Let's see. Hey Kyoko, we can use that key of yours to open this door, right?
It's true.
Let's find out. We took out the key with the Monokuma design on it and slid it into the keyhole. And then, click. Yes, it opened.
Indeed.
And now we can get out of here. Let's go. Sounds good. We quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. And also, there might be some mistakes and mess ups in my narrating because it's like 12 a.m. midnight and I'm recording for some reason at this time. Because it's spooky time, yes. Always spooky time. We were finally free. But there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief. Because the fight had just begun. Fight. Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate refuge, ultimate death. So many ultimates. What that? After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We tried to climb the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. Oh. Sorry. The ladder was impossibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended. The angle, right. We climbed into darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped, I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down. Kyoko getting a good view. Oh. Bro got nothing. Makoto, you got nothing, bro. Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Yeah, I'll be careful. But now that you said that, I'm getting kind of nervous. Maybe talking will help keep my mind off of it. So Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. Yeah, ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So how long have you been doing detective work? Long?
So...
Ever since I can remember. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. Ah, right. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it as that way. Then is your family famous?
Wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. Huh? But how come? It's like your family's tradition, right? So,
Right.
because we take pride in it. Pride?
Indeed.
A detective is neither a light nor a shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that we have to stand separate from the rest of society, which is why we've made conscious effort to conceal our existence. A conscious effort?
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned. I can't say it's entirely rational, but it's our family creed, and we do what we must to protect it, because like I said, it's our source of pride. Right. So that explains. Before I came here, one was looking up info about the school online. What? One was looking up. One I was looking up? I never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family.
However...
Though they take pride in kind of being inconspicuous, being in the shadows. Nor shadows, nor light, because it's neutral, whatever the fuck. And yet, I gave up some of that pride. Huh? In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kikiri detective would never do. But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, It was because that's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
What?
Reconnect. I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. Huh? But you'd be reuniting after all those years, right? You would have had so much to talk about.
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about.
However,
There's something I want to say to him. What? No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face. What is it? I want to sever all ties with him. Sever? The last time I saw him, I was still very young, so I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of Kigiri family. He was talented, he had a promising future,
However,
but he had no interest in detective work, so he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather and they had a huge argument, and young as I was, he left me behind. I'm sure there was a reason for that. Hell the fuck no! If he was out of your life and he didn't try and communicate with you, reconnect with you, then valid crash out. It's valid. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him. Stop with this bullshit. If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. Ooh, tell him. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective. I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression, so I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that, what she might have been feeling. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative, more emotional. I don't blame him, He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But that's not true.
However,
but there's one thing that I can forgive. I never forgive. Really? The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind, but like I said, I think it was a good thing. But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by a father. That's how they see me, even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow.
Correct.
That's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle the past, in order to remove him from my life forever. I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago. But your family? To just cut him off like that. Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Hey.
Is blood really enough to call someone family? Only connected by blood, but not by heart or soul. I was so shocked to hear her say something like that. I didn't know how to respond. So instead, I said nothing. Well, you wouldn't understand, Mr. Makoto, with that healthy family, right? I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence, and after I don't know how long, we finally reached the top. Right? So, know what? Looks like this is it.
Indeed.
On the other side of this door, Hope's Peak is waiting for us. We're back.
That's right.
Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room? I'm fairly certain that's where we will come out. Come out? Whoa. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble. Well, here goes nothing. I reached my right hand up and pushed against the hatch. The hatch opened with ease, and so... Oh, we're at... Wait, we're... No. Looks like we're back. Looks like we're back. But I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. Don't they have CCTV in here? I can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now we're back in Hope's Peak Academy. Yoko, thank you. I never would have gone out of there without you. No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor. You see, there's a fucking camera there. Is the mastermind watching us even now? So, now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out, and I'm worried about you too, you helped me, so they might... You're worried? Yeah, of course.
So then,
Then let's just get a concrete answer. Huh?
in other words,
That's Monokuma. There's a problem with you escaping. Wait, that's...
however,
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time till we're found out. And it's not like we can run away. As she said that, she pointed at the nearby surveillance camera. So you're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, would you just give up now? Don't worry. What you think is going to happen isn't. Because the mastermind is the one that's unsnared. The mastermind is unsnared. You said something like that before. What does that mean?
so
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Mukuro's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down. There was?
right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. It will be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations. I'm still a little, super uneasy about this. But we don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. Okay then. Maybe that's all. Gym. Where are the others? Player? Hello, is anybody here? Yeah, I'm just gonna walk naturally to the gym in case I bump into other people. Where are the others? How long has it been? Has there been any more murders? Murder? Killing? Hello, Jim. Hey, we're here.
Well now.
Hey! Yoko, I don't mind so much. But Makoto's supposed to be dead. What's he doing here? That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are we really gonna be okay? You were supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you?
What?
So what if I did? What will you do? I mean, they're like fucking turret guns. If the guilty party exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. But technically, I wasn't the one that murdered. I wasn't the guilty one. That's unfortunately, that is the rule. So now I gotta punish you again, and this time I won't leave anything to chance. Kyoko, do whatever you feel you have to. What?
However,
But before you do, let me just say one thing.
no.
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that matters to you, right? Huh? I lose? You explain yourself. What do you mean by that?
Because
Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me.
in other words,
I was supposed to be chosen as the black and then executed, right? Hey, what are you talking about?
however,
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting. Because you never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another like that.
right.
In response to that unexpected development, you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the blackened and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation, no more than that. You must realize that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
However,
But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. That seems a little convenient. I want a more detailed explanation on that. Alter ego. You never imagined the possibility of a being that could come to our aid even after you killed it.
am I wrong?
No, here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mukuro. You did.
Listen to me.
So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the blackened it's exposed, they alone will be executed, right? That's what you told us, right? And that means I lose? You talk a big game. You're saying the blackened is me and not Makoto. And you can prove this, right?
Well,
No, I can't. Don't just say like that. What is it? A comedy? What is this? A comedy routine? To make such bold claims without a shred of evidence?
that doesn't
I don't have any right now, but with a little more time, I'll guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there's only ever one absolute truth. And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type. If Maguro really was a killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, fear another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by the despair you so loved to inspire. But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts. And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
Indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey.
If you were to execute Makoto right now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Huh?
Indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly right. Despair can never kill hope.
Hey.
Of course, you can say we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. If you want to earn our despair fair and square, then I suggest you take my advice. Ooh. So what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Mukuro's trial all over again. Only this time, you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial. It's time for one last showdown. One final battle between hope
and despair.
Sorry, I didn't know you were narrating. Okay, pop off, queen.
Hey.
Well, don't make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? Fair trial. One last showdown. In other words, this will be our chance to expose the true identity of Mukuro's killer, or the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Barry?
What's wrong?
Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So time for bear jokes. Now, what you suggested might be possible. It would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
In other words,
Does that mean you accept? If we do things your way, there'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it will cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I'm prepared to agree to your terms. Your puns stink, Monokuma. Boo. Will hope win out, or will my despair claim victory? Actually, no, that's quite bad. Now let's have one final grisly showdown. He agreed. Then we still have a shot at this. But this is a long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting end. So for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here. All the mysteries? That's right, every last mystery that's pawing around the school. If you can do that, then that'll be enough to qualify as a victory for you.
it's true.
That's what we've been trying to do all along. Okay, well, good. Then let's bear it all. If you can claw your way to the truth of Mukuro's death and solve the mystery of the school, then you win. But if you can't do all of that, we'll face execution. We'll all face execution, right? I can barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me? We're as excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
When we have covered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? I honestly can't believe how this has all turned out.
Hey.
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
What's wrong?
I remember that for sure. So what?
Hey.
I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement? You don't have to be suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations. And having a trial for Mukuro is no exception to that. So the mastermind's a student? You are, Monokuma, you're a student? Is that what she's trying to imply? Huh? Mukuro's trial is no exception, that is part of the regulations? Which would have to mean that whoever killed Mukuro... It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but This killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in hopes because since the killing game began are those 16 students. What?
Listen.
Are you telling the truth? Why'd you go quiet all of a sudden? I'm done talking. I got nothing left to say to you. So get lost, would ya? Why so mad? Why you mad, bro? He seems emotionally unstable. Leave me alone. Get out of here. Okay, I'm going. You're really gonna let me go? I don't even care anymore. You're all gonna get your punishment later anyway. I need to start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment, overflowing with despair.
Hey.
Come on, Makoto, let's go. Okay. There's a lot of laughing, Monokuma. Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to shit. There's some hair in my eyes. I am going blah blah blah. Yeah, I think it's gonna. Monokuma's unstable laughter seems to cling to us as we walked away. And just like that, we're out of the gym. Ooh. I didn't really believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life, and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out better, or way better than expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Hello, Kyoko. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you.
However,
Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. Yeah, true. But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal, but honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
so
They had no choice but to accept. Huh?
because
It's all because of that one moment that the mastermind let their guard down, like I said. The moment that the mastermind let their guard down, I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? They said that they hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world. Yeah, they definitely said that.
Listen.
And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable. You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However,
And yet somehow the mastermind was able to do it.
in other words,
But think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult. A reason?
so
They had to show the world something, no matter the cost, us killing each other. They wanted to show the world?
it would
The
seem
mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all the rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody.
in other words,
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world. But why?
correct.
To prove a point, most likely. Prove a point?
Hey,
The outside world has a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept. You're talking about hope, right?
that's right.
And for those of us who represent hope to kill each other and sink into despair. The mastermind wants the world to see, to try and prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal as the ultimate despair. What? They want to prove that despair is better than hope? That's ridiculous.
It's true.
You're right, it is ridiculous, completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. The group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is that really the only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto.
I know how angry it must make you, and yet, That same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness. What?
In other words,
Because the goal is to broadcast this killing game to this world. The mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the mastermind simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided slaughter.
at the very
At least that's how those who are watching this would have seen it. That's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves.
indeed.
That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Oh my god. Why they show Junko? Junko broke the rules, so she was punished, but in my case, they couldn't lay a figure on me.
Right.
Instead, they tried to use a class trial, following all their proper rules to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer, that made me out to be the killer. But even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure. Thanks to you, but I did a little oopsie. But hey, it was just an oopsie. And I got to see the fucking cursed image as well, so. Due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They intended to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. But when that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion.
Indeed.
To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in perfect form.
In other words,
It would only do the mastermind harm to have shown that they had violated their own regulations. But all that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge.
however,
Well, that's only thanks to you that we got that chance, because you believed in me. Another path opened up. Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind thought and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue.
wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet. But it looks like I got it right. Phew. This time, at least I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh. I took it as a small sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. It's my face. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I showed my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
However,
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is to earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time.
correct.
Or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing. You're right. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There's no option except to win.
Hey,
Before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but now we know who our real enemy is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone.
however,
Is that really possible? Huh? Anyway, right now we have to go and find the
Shall we
others.
go?
They're probably in the dorm somewhere. Shall we go? Right. Is it actually the final battle? Are we nearing the end? Because there's a lot of stuff we haven't discovered. Like the reason, like the event, who the ultimate despair group is, and who the mastermind is, the purpose of this whole thing, like the main questions. So, oh shit, Kyoto's not here. Another not here. Byakuya? Is Byakuya's room? Is he inside?
Hey,
I don't think he's here. Come on, we need to keep looking. Sayaka? Nope. Yango? Nope. Okay. This is Toko's room. Is she inside?
hey,
I don't think she's here. Come on, we need to keep looking. Uh-huh. Rip. Hero. Rip. Holly. Is Hero? Is she inside?
hey,
I don't think she's here. Come on, we need to keep looking. Why is nobody here? Kane, Leon, Yasuhiro. The hero room. Hero's room, let's inside.
hey,
At least, oh. Ifumi is also dead. Assuming the dining hall. Please be here, please be here. Wait, but it's nighttime. Suddenly we're greeted with you again. Was that an IP address? Is he broken? I suppose his emotional instability reached its limit. Jeez, what the heck?
However,
I wonder what that was all about. I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. Ah!
Is that Makoto?
Yes, sir!
You guys!
You guys!
There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
huh? You survived?
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
That little cock.
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
Please stop with that shit again, Hero. Please, no more of that. Everyone was there, all my friends who had struggled together and survived. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I mean, Toko too, she's actually... Let's just say we all get out, right? And then, what, we just let Toko go, so we're like, yay, we're all friends at the end of the day. Doesn't matter if Toko's a killer, you know? I don't know how that's gonna pan out. I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up.
What?
Wait, what's that smell?
What the heck?
Yeah, man, that's... Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That seriously stinks. It's Makoto. He smells like a wet dog. Get away! Shoo, shoo! And in a flash, my tears dried up. Okay. Let's open my door.
Yo,
Makoto, what was it like hanging out in the spirit world? I didn't go to the spirit world.
you know?
Did you get to talk to her? Who? Miss Cleo. No, I didn't talk to her. I mean, I didn't go to the spirit world. Couple, shut the fuck up about the spirits and ghosts, Hero. I mean, who the heck is Miss Cleo? I still can't believe you survived. Yeah, me neither. You realize why it is you escaped execution. It was alter ego. He saved my life.
That's right.
Not too many people can say they had their lives saved by a computer program. I imagine it was a learning experience for you. But I didn't click that. It's like, you know. So what have you guys been doing while I was gone? Well, we figured that since the trial was over, we'd have access to new places again. And no dice, all the rooms that were locked before were still locked. So there weren't any errors. Then where can we go to find the new clues? I mean, Yoko, you have the key. You stink. You're rotten. Rotten physically, mentally, every way you can be rotten. Sorry, I was rolling around in garbage for a while. This smells so smelly. Why are you making that face? Smelly? It's not even worse than me. Way worse than me. Oh, please get this goonette away from me. I win. She seems happy for some reason.
Makoto.
There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened with Nokuma.
Yes.
Explain. Explain what?
Hmm.
But is it okay that you're here? What if the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
That's related to what I have to tell y'all. I need to tell you all about the last class trial. Last class trial?
In other words,
We're going to redo Muko's trial. What? Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? No, I didn't do it like I keep telling you.
wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer, and of course it's not me. Or any of you. Then who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is, it was all the work of the mastermind.
Huh?
What? You're saying the mastermind killed Mukuro?
That's right.
That's right. It's an elaborate trap. Elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Mukuro spotted the trap in time and did what he had to stop it.
However,
But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What,
You
what did
spotted the
say?
trap, did you, Makoto? You make it sound like it was easy. I just,
however,
But executing Makoto, who wasn't the blackened, is a clear violation of the school regulations. Yes, the rule states that only the blackened is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules, which is why I went to and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time. And the mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules? They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain the leverage you needed, didn't you?
correct.
Very observant of you. I
Naturally.
recall what you said at the end of the last trial. when you said, now it's the mastermind that's ensnared. That's what you were referring to.
Don't be
Hey, I'm
mean.
totally in the dark here. For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again later. So, knowing all this, what do we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Mukuro, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind? But there's more to it than that, correct? Yeah. For us to win this time, we'll have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school. Every last mystery?
But
But we've been looking around all this time and we still don't know anything.
Anyway,
You probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies. Everyone? Hey, who said you agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with the way things are. The way they are. I'm fine with living here forever with the master. I meanwhile want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible. Anyway, at this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth. In other words, one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I'd say. But figuring out who the mastermind is, and how they killed Mukuro, and all the school's history. It's a pretty tall freaking order. Maybe, but this time the problem is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we will solve all those mysteries. I'm not sure about that. Huh? Huh? I can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone. Ooh, you have to trust someone in this class? You can agree. Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
indeed.
So I thought too at first. So Monokuma gave us the little hint of it. Hint. Yes. It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students, and the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
I see.
Monokuma said that, didn't he? Did he, or something? Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable. Huh? But why?
So in other
If
words,
the mastermind really is the one who killed Mukuro, as Kyoko says, then the mastermind would have had to set foot into school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Mukuro, but there's no way he could have disguised the scene like that.
in other
But
words,
according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in this killing game. Then the mastermind is... There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. And in Mukuro, you get 16. So the mastermind would have to be one of them.
that's right.
And of those 16 people we started out with, the only one still alive are the people standing right here. Need I continue, or do you get it now? You're saying the mastermind is one of us?
no way.
You can't be serious. Wait, we can't say for sure that's true. For sure that's true yet. Monokuma might have just said that all that to confuse us. It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. But that is one possibility we can't ignore. Yeah, I mean, they are an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair, so they must be in high schooler. You can't say it's not possible. But if one of us was a mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active? Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret. I don't care how sneaky you are. We would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right?
That maybe Monokuma was an autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand. In that case, there's no way we could have had all those back and forth conversations between and with us. Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of the conversation. Well, maybe, but still. Nighttime.
You've all probably figured this
Well-
out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered
True
true
ending mode.
ending mode. So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school.
Ooh.
Look wherever you want. solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit. Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
Right? Everything's a lot. How very magnanimous of him to unlock all the rooms.
That's fine.
The time for us to talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation. But was planning on walking alone from the beginning anyway.
In the name
At this
of my
point, I
family.
can only rely on myself, on the Togami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility.
Goodbye.
Well then. After making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall. Master, he didn't take me with him.
Hey.
Do you blame me? Without Master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream. Without the cream or coffee. You're totally useless. So bye. With that, Toko trudged out on the dining hall. And now she's gone. You're gonna go over by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right.
Hmm.
It just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too.
Just a second.
Wait, how come?
How about
Just
that?
wait and see. I wouldn't use my totally awesome superpower to figure out the mastermind's identity. What if you're the mastermind? You're acting like so fucking dumb. Surely you have to have some sort of brain, right? And you're like the ultimate genius all along, and you're just playing like the dumbest fucking dumbass of all time. I don't know why I have so much hatred towards the fucking guy. Laughing loudly, Hiro left the dining hall. Everyone's really gonna go by themselves. What about you? Oh, sorry. What about you, Hina? I guess I'll do the same thing. I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know? But up to now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depend on Sakura and everyone else. You're not useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died. Makoto, that's really nice of you to say. But still, I know I've been mostly been totally useless. So if I figured at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that will help us all get out of here. So I'm gonna go off and do it all on my own. Okay, see you later. Hina was in surprisingly high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall. And once again, it's just us two. Indeed. I still wait. You're gonna go along, right? So you're gonna go off on your own too, right, Kyoko?
However,
Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our searches separately doesn't mean we can't still work together.
so
That goes for all of us. I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigation doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should just see it as us splitting up to cover more ground, and then we can gather together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right.
so then,
Well, I better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check.
correct.
Monoguma said all the doors in the school have been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. We can visit all the places we couldn't go before.
Makoto,
Monoguma, no matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth, by any means necessary. With that, Kyoko was gone, leaving only me. I don't have time to waste either. I have to begin my search. I still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us, so that's what I have to prove. I'll prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of this school. And that we can all escape together. I am the ultimate hope. I guess I'll start by taking another look at Mukuro's Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed at several times with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had been also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Once we find out who killed Mukuro Kusaba, then we'll know the mastermind is. So, where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? I guess I should start with the room that we're locked up till now, the headmaster's room, the bio lab, the door in the data center with Monkuma's face on it. Ooh, and the second door for the drawing where the gate was down before. They should be open now, right? After that, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the room, which mean to the garden and the dojo. Okay, time to get started. That's a lot of things to do. Places to check. What? Oh, yeah. The room on the 4th floor and stuff. I'm gonna do things in order. Yes, okay. 4th floor. Headmaster's room. Oh, let me get some headmaster. Of course, Bianca will be in here. This is the headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it myself, but this will be my first time seeing it for myself. Yes. Ah, Makoto, it's you. Oh, Bianca. Right. The bookshelf seems really well made, and it's filled with files and thick books. Right? Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? Sure. What do you mean, something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on top of that pathetically something fuck desk. Class 78, student registry. It contains profiles for all of us in MOOC.
So in other
Apparently,
words,
Class 78 refers to us. Wait, we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room.
I see.
That's right, they also mentioned Class 78. That this must be where Kyoko got that page. Since the rest of our profiles are listed here, there along with hers,
In other words,
there can be no doubt. Mukuro was a student here at Hope Speak Academy, just like the rest of us. Mukuro Ikusawa is a 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems that Kyoko was in a hurry. Huh? What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled. She must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. What's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. What?
so
In other words, when it comes to this profile, there was more information about Mukuro that we still didn't have. Oh, serious music? What kind of information is that? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? There seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself. I don't know what kind of man he is, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. I was half looking to kill Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. Oh, what? Mukuro reappeared suddenly in the background. An entity floats, close but just out of reach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all of this. I need to push forward with my research into this Ultimate Despair. I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir. When she entered Hope Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. The fact that that fact alone proves her tremendous skill. That naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of the students, my students after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I'll be forced to take all reasonable measures. Mukuro was part of the Ultimate Despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean Mukuro and the Mastermind were allies? So why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the headmasters seemed to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. They would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. And also, the headmaster seemed good? Like a good person, since he was considering the students' safety in mind? Or maybe it means that Mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was.
what?
What's wrong, Makoto?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought, but I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within the file that you should note. What is it? Did you notice the picture in there? The picture of the girl, perhaps you've never seen before. Girl who seems to be included as a class. As part of her class, 78. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. The further information about the girl is included in the file. 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds, and even less her vitals, 31, 22, 32. Well, what do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me like if she has a nice body? What? You hopeless idiots. Thank you. Actually, yeah, you act like an idiot, Makoto. What I'm telling you, trying to tell you, is maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse, and maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean? Wait, is he trying to say the chance that the body isn't actually Mokuro? Is what he's saying? Yeah, nails and the like brownish hair is not really black. Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible, but it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear.
That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Byaku's errand boy. Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of advice from me to you, so I just suggest you pay attention. Advice from me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along, she's just done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith in her. Huh?
In other words,
Deposit that faith might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch. But my hunches tend to be proven right. Advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks. Other things this year. There are trophies and cheering showing around. I'm just scared all over the floor. Someone make me feel anxious. God, the report. As I made sure it's friendly to us, as well as me and everyone I met in the beginning of Mukuro. Just like us, Mukuro was apparently a nuisance and I helped Peak and Mukuro was a part of the Hulk with despair. Which means her and the Mastermind should have been allies. But then, why would that happen when killed her? Weren't they friends? Okay, hold up. It still shows. Okay, now what? Hold up, let me go. By order. Master's room, biolab. Let's go to the biolab. Biocog, biolab, raw. Whoa. Oh then. Well, here I am in the biolab. So cold. They're like abnormal cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? The icicle hanging from the monitor. Surprised I have stability camera can work with how cold it's in here. Okay, from left to right. There's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of those things lately. Tarps. It's so cold. Why is it so cold in here? That's the first thing I need to figure out. I mean, the freezers, there's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. On the left side, there's a bunch of glowing blue lights, and on the other side, there's some kind of weird machine or something on it. I've seen something like this before, and that's it. I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. The fridge for storing dead bodies. Does that mean this bio lab is actually a morgue? I should probably take a closer look around. Where? Where do you want it? Where do you want to take a look? Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. Looks like an instruction manual. They offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. Cadaver, yes, that's what it's pronounced as. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provided ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver and the blue light will let you know the automated systems are activated. Temperature and humidity level will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, anyone can keep your body fresh as daisy for as long as you need. In an unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and alarm will start immediately. Exterior is stainless steel. We do offer accept optional leather upholstery upgrade package. This is the instruction manual for the fridge. Okay. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7. No. They wanted to finish it, but I'm sure that doesn't mean able to die this. They're all in this little room. Okay, so what do? There's some kind of weird machine. I think I get it. It seems clear to me now. Oh, it's a makeshift morgue. Okay. How about those lights by each slot? It's like I set up that when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on, which means that inside each slot lit up in a blue, another one of the victims is while upload. Can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's died. Then that's defeat the mastermind. But to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other option. Imagine you open one of this and it's like a toast with some butter on it, made by made with Mondo's flesh. Ew. Biolab, data center. Data center. Hello, yeah, what you doing here? You here or yeah, she's here?
Hey, Makoto.
Makoto, are you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about one more than one door. So I figured if all the doors in school had been unlocked, that one should be open too, right? Although I couldn't bring myself to open it, because it might explode, right? And that really sucks, so you open it. What? I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. Okay. I'll do it. You pussy. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Oh wait, let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded. You race over to a desk, a nearby desk, and hid underneath it. Okay, go ahead. Everything will be okay, right? Alright, here goes nothing. I threw all my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. Alright, Hina, willing to sacrifice me? Whoa. There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was, whoa, this place is totally sci-fi. Yeah, I was gonna think of the same thing.
What the heck?
I mean, every part of the school leaves a bad taste in my mouth, but
Just a second.
this place is like #1 gross. Isn't it whole differently of creepy? What is this device? It looks like some kind of control panel. It's really over the top, though, like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah. Well, it looks like the mech cockpit, right? He probably saw it. Cockpit. So the molecular room is a control panel, like some kind of cockpit. And could that mean?
Okay.
What could that mean? The fucking school is the mecha? Alright, let's start poking at it or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. Hold on, you can't just or whatever or something like this. But it was too late. Hina was already jabbing away at the control panel. Huh? Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Hina, what did you push? I'm not totally sure, but I think it was that one. The button that says Data Center. Data Center? Took a look at the control panel. Good look at the control panel, and I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of a room next to it. And just like Hina said, there was one label, Data Center. That must be the one she pushed, but the Data Center was right next door. The room we're just in, that's where the strange noise comes from. Probably better go check it out. Yes, please. I'm gonna sit on my mic right now, so I'll just cheer you on from over here. Ina, you think you want to be useful, and you're fucking out here acting like a coward. If you want to be useful, go out there. Is Monokuma there? That's usually the sound Monokuma makes. Did I just hear what I think I heard? Is that Monokuma? Hey! Give me all your donuts! Is that you, Ina? What? Oh man, busted. How did you know? Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control cameras kind of setup? You don't know, you don't even know what you're controlling? Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here. Oh, you control the guess what I found? A self-destruct button. Or whatever you do, don't push it. Oh man, we're seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it. And the control panel inside. Yeah, even though I'm leaving, I must watch the progress of killing him. Yeah. Is there anything else? Whoa, hey Makoto, what the heck was this just now? Monokuma? What do you mean? Well, you were controlling just now. It was Monokuma. Monokuma? What, for real? Yup, it looks like the panel definitely controls Monokuma, which means the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, you said that? And this control room is totally separate from the data center with all the area with all the monitors. In other words,
Hey.
Maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Hyogo's theory was right. But if the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school this whole time? I guess that would have to be true. But if that's true, that is true. It's a very polarizing approach. I know, but okay. I told you, I'm going to be 16 only be able to help control business again. Now, those 16 students, yes, flashback. The mastermind Monokuma's puppeteer really is a 16th student? No, it can't be. There's no way, right? Monokuma's control room. What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like the face you're making. But, oh no, it's nothing. Oh, okay. What about you? Is everything okay? Oh well, it's just... This is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set up traps or something? I can't say it isn't possible, but I really hope it's not true. So like, you wanna leave soon? There's still lots of places, other places to check out. Yeah, good point. We can't waste all our time standing around here. Okay, you wanna get going? Yeah. Wait, that is it? Oh, wait, that. What's wrong, Koto? Let's hurry up and get out of here. Whoa. Why are you trying to so adamant on me getting on it? What? As soon as the door to the day center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? The door. It's just locked on its own. What? My hand shot out to grab the doorknob. You're right, it's locked. But why? Of course it's locked, but the data center is now restricted. Monokuma.
Just a second.
Hey, no fair. You can't. Was that like a bunker? And then someone was there? And then when we got up, they came out of that like bunker thing. The hatch. Oh.
Hey,
It's for your benefit. Because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would have get if the school mascot just up and stopped moving. In the room, as you may have guessed, that's where my controls are. So right now you're being operated by someone in that room?
yes, indeed.
Correctamundo.
You're a liar.
But that doesn't make any sense. We're just in there. We didn't see anyone. Oh, you didn't you? Are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch? No way. The hatch on the floor? Oh, but Latina, you tried to be helpful, but you made me get out. You were like, oh no, you just hurry up and get out of here. And I was trying to check the fucking hatch. You cock blocked me. You. Too bad. That was your biggest, one big chance and you blew it.
Too bad.
That hatch can be opened from the outside anyway, so whatever. Oh, okay, then fine. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Peace. What if, like, one of us was just there, chilling, then no, they would have been able to control Nakuma. Fuck me, man. He's gone, but
So,
was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there? In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure.
Huh?
Then when I said we should leave, well, that hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault.
Sorry.
Okay. Okay, I was blaming you as well, but I mean, if it was, or is it some kind of bluff? Yeah, you kind of fucked it. Anyway, we don't have to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left. You're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving. Okay, I'm gonna go run around and tell everyone what we found here. Nice, you've got me. I'm all motivated again.
You got it.
Okay, I'm out. See you later. And it's a couple of full sprint, and I have to do what I can too. That's the only way forward. Only way forward. Second floor, don't. BGM going crazy. Second row. Like on you. Reality is an area that. That's just not it. Nothing's there. Are these the doors? Where are the doors? Library. Is this it? Baby is sleeping. Bring me door. My. Second floor. Door. Okay. Hold on, what are they talking about? That door. Yeah. Yes, with the passing lead platform, hopefully the secret room should probably avoid going there. Where's the dorm area? Like, if I don't know anything in the second floor. Yeah, oh wait, no, are they talking about the actual dormitory area? Yes. Here. Dormitory area here, yes. Gates open. We can finally check out the second floor of the dorms, which means I have to do it. This is the second floor of the dorms? It looks like some ancient ruins. Or no, it's more like a battlefield, like a bomb blew up here or something. Also, real blood. Is that meant to like insinuate old blood? Whoa. This is a girl's bathroom, the place I can. Okay, sure. What if there was like, you know, the biggest secret possibly? Why is it so clean? What if they just hid the biggest secret in a girl's dorm? Well, this is kind of creepy. It's a rat poking in. What the hell happened here? This room is filled with lockers. It must have been for Hope students. came before us. The class before ours must have used these lockers. Can I check all the metal thing on the locker? I really want to know what's inside, but there's no way. Okay, can I check like some? Any way to get this locker open? I'm not gonna bother trying. Oh, that must be how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker room on the second floor of the school, and you have to use your e-book to open these up. So does that mean? Well, let's give it a try. I took my e-book handbook and ran it across the card reader, and then no luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. Okay. Okay, so I can't do. I don't think I can do any of these. I don't want to waste my time doing same shit. It's a bear. Wow. Well, some places that look nice. This room doesn't feel like a student's room. This has a more adult atmosphere. It's the headmaster's private room. Yoko.
Indeed.
Been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. Huh? A regret? Hello there. Kyoko looks almost meek right now. She must be thinking about something. I probably shouldn't bother her. Okay, this thing. Mature, I can't imagine a student using something like this. It must have been the headmaster's. Alcohol. Alcohol. The desk is home to a computer. It must have belonged to the headmaster's. Yeah. There's a PC on the desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster's for sure. Then, whoever used this last, it looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. The PC still has some search results left on it. Then we might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair.
However,
There's not much though. Nothing we don't already know.
in other words,
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. The group is responsible for the tragedy, which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people whose driving forces comes from despair.
however,
That's all there is. Not much to it, is there?
whew,
But I guess that's best he could do as a complete geekery failure. But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on. I see. That's a good outlook to have. Whoa. Ultimate despair has been creepy looking eyes. This secret room. Look at the strange cabin. There's some kind of design mistake or construction defect or something.
so
There's a cabin here, but not just any normal cup. I can feel a breeze coming up. Breeze?
Indeed.
There's likely an open space on the other side of this world. Open space? Does that mean like a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it. No, to open it, did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
Very easy trick, yes, so easy. I'm sure you can even call it trick. I'm not sure you can even call it trick. I saw a program on the PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password and the door should open right up.
However,
But I don't have a clue what that password might be. All we know is that it's probably made up of letters and unknown numbers. We can't really go from there. You're right, there's not nearly enough to go on. I looked through all his paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password.
whew,
When I think of how much time I wasted on this. Jeez. So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there must be some kind of good waiting in here. Waiting there. But maybe for her, that's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can figure out, no way do I stand a chance. No way. There might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of. was something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
What?
Sorry, I was just trying to think of what the password might be. Sure, she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. For the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password, knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it just to be sure?
Well,
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, do whatever you want. Okay. Cool. Moment of truth. Absolute truth. You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name, but if that's not it, then it might just hurt Kyoko even more.
hey,
You're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay, in that case, here goes nothing. Collected myself, then turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. Typed in her full name, Kyoko Kiguri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling as I finished typing it in. Oh. What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked!
why?
Kyoko? Maybe his dying mission. He imparted his dying mission upon you, Kyoko. He wanted Kyoko to continue. Without looking at me, she disappeared into the room. She looked grim. Kyoko. Ooh. That was a pretty lucky guess, I think. Oh, wait. Hey, Kyoko. It may as well not even have been in the room. The gaze was fixed on only one thing. Listened. Wrapped in cover. That's like, yeah, it's like a last message. Like, gift. Parting gift for Kyoko. That's nice. I guess there's more to the headmaster, the dad, that we don't know. Wrapped in cover with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. Yeah, Kyoko. She was right. It was unusual. She couldn't stop looking at it. No, not just looking, glaring. This is a present of box. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Why, you think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous, but surprising, probably.
It would
Huh?
seem...
If it is what I think it is. At the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway,
Just don't scream or anything, okay? Are you saying something that'll make me want to scream? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Without a heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath, then took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I still hesitantly glanced inside and... Kyoko's fight was no use. I let out a trembling cry. What was in the box? It was bones. Human bones. But the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Just as I thought. Wait, what do you... yeah, you thought that, your dad left you a bunch of, human bones and skull? Yeah, that's what you thought, yeah. Sure, yeah, I totally believe you. Just, you thought? How could you know that? I mean, there were bones in there, human bones. Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. Pretty much the same thing. A dead guy in a box. My father. Huh? What about him?
Correct.
What you found in the box? Those bones. That body. That's my father. Or at least, what's left of him. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? The same man she's been searching for. Hold on, how can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So...
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the file, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now. They're polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough. But anyway, yeah, I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game, 16 participants, all them high school students, and the only people taking a step in Hope speaking since the killing game began, although 16 students saw, but no adult, no non-students. Rodrigo said that the headmaster was probably here in the school, but the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were a 16 student. But that's coming from Monokuma. The info is coming from Monokuma. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume
In other words,
that most likely my father was in the school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe at some point she wanted to be proven wrong, which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties, but was that all there was to it? I gave us some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Academy, I had to reveal myself to the school. I didn't knowing it was something a true geekity detective would never do. Would she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Hidden room bullet. That's a true bullet? The headmaster's desk. It's probably having some kind of clue, so I really want to check it out, but I don't want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without permission.
hey,
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like. Are you sure?
because
Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't. Okay then, if you don't mind. Starting from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But on the last drawer... Huh? Is this? It's an e-handbook, right? And it has a label on it that says in case of emergency. I found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
in other words,
A handbook with no limitation, given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what that is. I think you're probably right. It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? Oh, but Kyoko, I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. Then I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay? Headmaster's ebook has been edited. Yeah. And that is... Huh? This picture. Cute. It's all faded. It must be pretty old. Wait, is this a picture of... Hey, Kyoko!
why would you?
Well, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past, and yet... to now find something like this. So what do you expect me to do now? Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
Why? What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself, to cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here, and now he's abandoned me again. This time, he even saw the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Kyoko. Oh, no, minute, mister. Why is it in the true books?
Hey,
Listen, Makoto. Huh? Can I ask you a favor? A favor? What is it?
so...
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this. I know it'll only inconvenience you that much more, but
Hey,
could you leave? Huh?
correct.
Just for a little while. I'd like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko. Don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little. I need
Just
to
a
get my
second.
emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. How you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul, but maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you're going to say? If so, it's just a theory. And this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't shade the fact of what happened, what I went through. That problem can't be solved so easily. You're right, I'm sorry.
Anyway,
Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. But please, just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. Then I'll see you later. Alright. Hopefully she's not doing anything shush. Taking this personal time to do something sus. Is she really okay? Yuko, it must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. Oh. Man, I'm dead. To find out what happened to the headmaster. No doubt about the mastermind performed that evil deed. That I killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster's dead. Don't really appeal how you finally the one who finalized the plan to isolate you was Hope's peak headmaster. Though that same person may very well be the master of the plan all the time. According to the files, that headmaster is a man in his like 30s. It seems possible that everyone already someone's going him. Though we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't that mastermind, which means the mastermind's true identity is. As a student, 15 of us met in the mail hall and had Mukuro to the mix, and you get 16, and including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead. Or you think is dead. Maybe someone, some person, their execution maybe got faked, their death faked, or something. Even Mukuro. Even she's undeniably dead. So there's one still alive are me, Yakuya, Hiro, Kyoko, Hina, and Kyoko. Only those 6 people are still alive. And then there's no question. Wait, no, that can't be. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There just has to be. Yeah. So can I use the thing? Yeah, alright, I got a photo. Oh my god, things like that. Like that. I don't know. Nope. Probably never than for all trace of it. You have to use your EM to that mean. Well, let's give it a try. Took my UN. Well, like, maybe only wait, but yes. What about that emergency handbook I found in the headmaster's hidden room? Well, let's give it one more try. Okay, did you fucking do it? I took the emergency handbook and ran that across the card reader and beep. Or just what I was hoping for. Now let's see what we got inside. This locker is totally disorganized. Whoever it belonged to probably has an organization problems in every part of their life. There's a crystal ball. Huh? Crystal ball? No, it can't be. There's no way he ever used this locker. It's just not possible. What, hero? Is this a deck of playing cards? No, they're tarot cards. Oh wait, are those used for telling fortunes? That's a coincidence, right? There's all kinds of textbooks here, and notebooks stacked up in no particular order. Dust everywhere. I can assume whoever stuff this is didn't do a lot of study. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual and as natural as possible, I picked up one of the notebooks I saw. The one I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. What? There was no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written Yasuhiro Kakure. Is this our Yasuhiro? The notebook also contained a number of large number of notes for a variety of different classes, which would mean he attended classes here? No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to school at the same time. At the same time as the rest of us, and we were all sucked into this evil world. We never had the chance to take any classes. So what is this notebook? Whoa. There's more though. There's more. That imaginary red body. Looks like the locker open. Now let's see what we got inside. Not see anything that might be a clue. This thing is practically empty. There's just one thing, some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is. But there's some writing inside. It could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I better take a look. It looks like some girl's handwriting, and all the letters are spaced out evenly. Like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Huh? I was fingering the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I had something familiar written in there. Words I heard before. There's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father, who was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our students' projects safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. The future of our country, our world, is not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation for a new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was. And I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko. It couldn't be anyone else. But this belonged to Kyoko. What was it doing in his locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hasn't seen her dad since she left when she was little. Shock face. I decided to talk to one Kyoko with the plan directly. Is this happening? What does this all mean? I quickly sent him some remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. But when I reached the last page, the question marks spinning through my mind. It started spinning that much faster. When I looked at it, like the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, and sprawled. Despair works among us, and so we survive. There's a second despair. What is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make sense? Second despair? The fuck? What is going on? Like, did we all lose our memories? The more I see, the less it makes sense. Because these lockers, they had to belong to the previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in the lockers that look like they belong to people here? A notebook that seems like it belongs to Hiro, and a pocketbook that seems like it belongs to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explosion, but if I want to find that out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward. I have to believe in everyone. Let's see what we got. Oh. Let's see. Okay, so is that it? Why Hiro and just Kyoko? Why those two? What? Give them one time. Making sure. Pretty creepy. Oh. The bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even really a bed anymore, it's just garbage. And the door just cracked inside and immediately closed again. That wasn't even just a big pile of rubble. Okay. I don't think there's anything here. Okay, now back to... That felt a little too creepy to my taste. I'm a little scary cat. Second doors, garden and dojo. Let's go to the garden. Garden. Sure. Heroes in here, but why hero specifically? Second despair, Kyoko, memory loss. They were interacting with. Or everyone just have a memory loss issue? What's going on? Huh? It's gone. Mukuro's body is not here. I'm trying to be that one. Here's the body inside the potion. I better check just to be sure. I didn't find anything even closer to that, but it's not here. I think could it be in the bio lab? But corpses are the only thing I need to check in here. One of the things that Tark played a key role in another case, so I better look into it. The killer uses Tark to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet, which means the killer might have left some clue behind here. Huh? I didn't notice this before, but there's a small stamp on that one corner of the Tark. That's biolab, and this originally came from the biolab. That's all I really need to check here. Okay. Dojo. Toko here. Oh, Toko, this is where you are.
What do you want?
Right? And am I so disgusting you want me out of your side? No, that's not it at all. No, actually, no, it is it. I just thought maybe you found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything, not one single clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, it would have had to have something, right? But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back. Give me back my precious time. Calm down, Kyoko.
What's your
Toko,
problem?
sorry. Don't tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're gonna call me useless, good for nothing. Nobody's gonna say that. As for well, I'm not sure I can disagree with that. I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down on. I don't want anyone to accept me. Well, I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I can get going. Are you sure though? Sure though. Sure though. Are you sure though? I'm checking everything. Yes, yeah. Toko is pretty useless. We gotta make sure. Wait, actually no. Okay, she was telling the truth. We
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your
Yes.
investigation coming along nicely?
Yes.
Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint.
Wait, headmaster.
For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
What? No, he wants to give us a hint. He's suspicious, there's no doubt about that. This could be a trap. But even knowing that, he said to go to the gym, right? We're entering late game territory. Oh, Hero. Oh, hey, Hero. Whoa, Makoto? Why'd you look so surprised? Oh, no real reason. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? Hi, I just did actually. I'm on my way out. Will you talk to him? What do you say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go. Hero, wait! There was no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. Hero? It was like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Has he been hiding something this whole time? Ooh, Leo animation. It's me. Yeah, I'm on cool. Hello. Hi, dude. What the animation? So, welcome. Hello. Are you waiting for your final hint? Oh, it just happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you. The envelope? This must be the envelope. Ooh, and just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside. Ooh, what? Don't worry, just get on with it. Why is no one here? When it comes to scripted words, didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. What I found was a single photograph. My drunken face covered. That's the assassin girl? It features a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. It was everyone who come to Hope speaking at the same time as me. Wait, wait, is Makoto here? Wait, but there's someone behind Sayaka. She's the only one I don't recognize. Wait, that's not true, I do recognize it. That's right, when Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room and we looked at the file. Yukuro Ikusawa? And then this girl is... What? Why? Why is Mukuro here with everyone else? And more than that. You're not there. Is having everyone posed up like this is weird enough by itself. We're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like that. And now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. I'm the only one up there. The picture has all 15 other students, but not me. Maybe you're the one taking the picture? But I guess that makes sense after all. I don't remember ever taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else was when I arrived here at Hope Peak Academy. So it's natural for me to not be in this picture, but it was definitely unnatural. Is everything else? Is that everyone else is in the picture? I thought everyone's like me, and I didn't know each other until they got here. But if this picture is real, then could it be everyone else is just me? Everyone here, except me, is a little scheming motherfucking D? No. How long are you gonna keep up this rambling soliloquy of yours, Hamlet?
What are you
Soliloquy. And you're kinda getting in the way, standing there, you know? So, I mean, get out. But I told you, I'm not fielding any questions. What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers? That'd be totally out of left field. I guess that means he's done talking. Damn it. But why are we, like, taking turns, like, you know, going to the gym one at a time and looking at the hint? What's going on? So in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion. With that confusion, and out of the gym dejected. Does that come as a hint? It just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put out together a fake photo just to confuse me? It looks so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? I mean, AI images. Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. That should clear all this up. No, I have to clear all this up. Okay, now we go and what? Nina's here.
go as everyone. So, this is where you've been hiding. Listen, I was hoping to talk to you. Makoto? Sorry, gotta go. What? She went up so fast, I didn't even have time to ask her to stop. Nina, why? Why won't you talk to me? What the hell? What's going on? Everyone is ignoring me. So, there's that. Are you gonna ignore me? Surely not. Here. Hello. Oh, Pia. Listen, do you think we could talk? Oh, sorry, no. Listen, do you think we could talk? Pia?
That's enough.
I had nothing to talk to you about. Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Hey, Pia, wait! But of course he didn't. He just walked away. What the? Why is he acting like that? He was purposely trying to avoid me. What the fuck? I'm a social outcast. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? Ring a violet. Yep, so good. I tried to visit the violet one more time. The first thing I saw when I got there was her passed out again. Not Toko? Ah, she looked. But Toko, sorry. Yeah. Toko, are you okay? No. She's not dead, is she? That was a mess. Yep. She's not. It's cold. It's super cold. So cold. I think I might catch a cold. Oh, bars. If you think taking a nap in places like this, I'm sure you will. What? I was asleep? I must have fainted again. I bet you were standing there staring at me getting all excited, weren't you? No, I wasn't. Oh, then what? Hot and bothered? Straight up horny? Okay, so why did you pass out? I don't know. Last thing I remember was me waking up just now. What'd you do to Miss Morose? Oh, that's right. Your memory stops and starts each time you switch. Bingo, bazinga! We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very separate. And don't say it like it's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Because even if she forgets something, I totally remember. So it's like double the memory. Oh no, and now it's more like half. What? Genocide Jack's memory. But all I want to know right now is, where's my little darling? Tell me now, or I split your throat. I don't know. I'm sure Peggy's around somewhere doing some investigation. By himself? I assume so. I knew it. I totally knew it. I'm so a pro when it comes to all things master. Anyway, I gotta hurry. I can't imagine how lonely he must be right now. Okay, do your thing. Toko shut off her eerie laugh echoing behind her. I totally forgot to ask her about the picture. There's no point asking Genocide Jack anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. Why did Toko faint? There's gotta be some reason for it. Buddy. The fridge is open, but I'm sure they were all shut tight last time I was here. That must be why she passed out.
Right.
She fainted so easily. Kyoko!
Kodo.
It's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologize.
Listen.
But listen, I bought this room. Oh yeah,
It would seem
it's more. Yeah,
I knew it.
I suspected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge and seen what was in there. And well, there you have it. She knew she fainted?
Indeed.
I was on my way here. Wait, what did you say? You knew she fainted, yes. I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneaked, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear. Right?
It would seem
I just imagined she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot there, that's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why is everything gotta be so difficult here? Anyway, we should close it up. You don't want to leave it hanging open like that. Yeah, good idea. Give me a hand with this. Kyoko approached the fridge with hands outstretched, but suddenly she stopped. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe she waited a second before closing it. Huh? How come? Because Mukuro's body is in here. Mukuro's corpse? Mukuro's body is in the fridge?
I see.
Like every other time, the mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial. The mastermind did it? Because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So
You may be right. No, sorry, that's what I thought. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body. Oh, that's right. Kyoko didn't get a chance to check the body during the class investigation. I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time, and I'm going to grab the mastermind by its tail. Okay, so what should I do?
so then.
Why don't we just wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. Just wait over there? That's it? Okay, should I ask Kyoko about that group photo? After all, she's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I wanted to talk to you about something. What is it? It's about the announcement Monokuma made earlier. You mean that one hint about a hint or something? I didn't take him up on offer. Huh? But why not?
Because
The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own, without whatever hints he may have to offer. That's a good point. Wish I could go back and do the same thing, but what's done is done, I guess. Sitting here looking at her. I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Is the mastermind forged that picture as a trap to confuse us? There's gotta be it. There's no other explanation. I'm sorry. Didn't mean like that. I know.
it would seem.
Someone at 9 and all. 9. 9 lights? Oh, that had been. Oh, wait, I accidentally clicked on it and it makes sense. No, I think I've seen the product some before. It's the same as the last, the one I found in the garden tool shed. And if I remember that tarp, it had a stamp on it that said Biolab. That's a tarp that was used to help camouflage the murder in the garden. At some point, someone got in from the biolab and took it over to here. The tarp is outdated. Okay, Makaro, done. Already? Gee, so fast.
Indeed.
Anyone can do good work if they go slow, and that's fair. I'll make my report for you. So, did you find anything?
Indeed.
I pay careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood, and it seems highly likely that stomach wound was and blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Really? That burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. So even the titanium arrows with the tape, that means neither of those were the fatal injury, right? Then what was the fatal injury? Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed several times with a knife which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. The only option is other wounds, but the file said they were old.
Is that right?
Where does it say they're old? Huh?
Because
On the Monokuma file that says that all the Monokuma files says is that they were inflicted at least several days ago. I guess I don't see the difference. Well, the difference is immense, considering the impression they give.
listen.
You seem to be equating several days old with simply old.
However,
That doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds, it makes it sound like they've been there forever, like they're not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? But we got the Monokuma file after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have had anything to do with it.
so then,
But what if Mukuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days? What?
at the very
Certainly you
least,
can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can't you? One of the many.
right.
Detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they
In
can.
other words,
They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. And as they investigate, they test what they find against each of these possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work. But beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future. It's my case. Yoko, sit down.
Hey,
So if there's anything else you'd like to know about condition last time, okay? Come to think of it, there was one thing. Earlier when I was looking at Mukuro's profile, it listed at her height and weight.
so
5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds, 5'31", 22, 32. Did I get that, all that right? You remember all that? They are indeed consistent with the corpse. So then,
indeed,
don't forget about the fender tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake.
indeed.
Our victim in this case is without doubt Mukuro Ikusawa. Hey,
And
is that all you wanted to ask? Yeah, I think so.
then,
It looks. Oh no, it's not. Looks like we have no further business with Mukuro's body. Let's get going. It's kind of chilly in here. Oh wait, when are we not gonna put the body back? Don't you think it's kind of sad leaving it out like this?
why?
Sad. Did you forget she was our enemy once? A part of the ultimate despair. But she still got killed. She's still a victim.
Hey,
Victim. Have you ever heard the phrase "you reap what you sow"? Oh yeah, but still,
phew,
you really are naive. You know that? It's really quite appalling. But she could have abandoned me, but she decided to help me instead. So for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
so then,
I think we've done all we can do here. Back to our separate investigations yet? Oh, hold on. I still have one thing to do. I need to talk to Kyoko about it. I need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in that locker. If I don't do it now, they can do it. Hey Kyoko, I did have one other thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask.
what?
Go ahead, then out there. Have you really not seen your dad even once since you got here?
What?
What?
So,
What do you mean? Oh, you know, all those locker rooms? Lockers on the second floor of the dorms?
indeed,
I do, yes. But to get to any of those lockers, you need a handbook of wherever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to get them open using the emergency handbook.
I see.
The one you found in the headmaster's hidden room.
And,
So did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found a pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook.
why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because,
Like I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is, there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. If I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? Everything you just said makes perfect sense, but there was something written inside. It was about the headmaster, about your father.
if that's true,
Does that mean that video is real too? Video?
Makoto,
I think everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about? I need to go investigate those lockers right now, and to confirm what you just said with my own two eyes. Well, let me give you the headmaster's handbook. That way you can.
so,
That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem that it's my locker. Your locker?
Makoto,
If you watch this, it all makes sense. DVD. It says Class 78 Urgent News.
so,
I found it in that hidden room after you left.
anyway,
I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means. So just watch it and see it for yourself. I think you'll realize what it means. I'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us have ever seen before. None of this makes sense right now, but I guess that means there's some important clue on this DVD. Oh my god. The interview DVD has an interview.
Makoto,
Oh, and now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble?
in
Ramble?
other words,
So it says, as it turns out, the arrangements I made didn't stick. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, aren't you, right? I can never find the answers to the questions I wanted to ask for the rest of my life. And all because of the mastermind.
however,
But there's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness.
I
I swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on that. Yoko's eyes burned with the fire of determination. Determination to defeat the mastermind. It's strange to be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
Why?
So why is it? Why does it bother me so much to know he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess. She let out a small laugh as she said that. Her smile was filled with sorrow.
Whew.
So that's it for my rambling. There's still much to do before I can consider my task complete. Yeah, you're right.
Hey,
But keep this in mind. There's only ever one absolute truth. Whether that truth serves justice or suffering. Whether it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean?
Makoto.
Even if the truth you uncover is filled with helplessness, you still can't give up hope. Absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Indeed. Sorry, that was strange.
So then.
Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial. Leaving behind that final farewell, Kyoko was gone. I better get going myself. I got that DVD from Kyoko. I should have hit it today. Check it out. Kyoko said something about hopeless truth, but no matter what happens, I don't lose hope. Even if it's the worst truth in the world. I can't afford to lose. Yes, sir. So much information is driving me crazy. So much information. Okay. Yes. Hey, bro. What does AV stand for? Action video. Okay. Let's check it. This should be able to play DVD just fine. Hold on, I better take a look. I took the DVD Kyoko gave me and put it in the player. It said that it was playing, but nothing appeared on screen. I stared into the black of the monitor. It must have been only a few seconds, but to me it felt like eternity. Then all of a sudden, an image appeared. Hi, God. It took me by total surprise. I hadn't seen Saga in who knows how long, and there she was.
Okay then, are you ready to begin?
The voice I heard was of the man positioned on one side of the screen. It was the voice of a middle-aged
I
man.
do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
Sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but it sounded like his tense face let him make a signal millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get
He's so
straight to the point.
tensed. Let's get straight to the
There is
point.
a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school.
Whoa.
Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that? Saga was obviously at a total loss. It made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of your life in the school? Except. What?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy,
What?
I give you my word.
That's if on cue. That's where the video cut out. But why only Saga? Last 70, so like everyone took this interview. There was a lot I didn't understand. I hadn't understood up till now, but only this. I simply couldn't comprehend what I'd heard, because I know how much Saga wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted that so bad. She tried to frame me for murder. So why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat there thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light from the monitor. The video that I thought was finished flashed back on screen. My eyes started back to the screen. And if I was confused before, what I saw next pushed me right over the edge. It's you. What I saw was me. Possibly undeniably
So,
me.
Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that
Me and the headmaster were looking at each other, and he and I were having what seemed like a fairly normal conversation. But the I in here now, had absolutely no memory of it. I had no memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down to talk to him like
now,
this.
shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to... Can you
Yes.
accept that?
Yes.
Can't be real. I said
I'm
yes.
sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
But I promise that as long as you're
We
in
don't
this
have much
school,
of a choice. What did that
I will do
mean?
everything I can to protect you. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do.
What? Don't have much of a choice. What do you mean by that? Here or there, the video repeated the same scene again and again with the others. Fuck yeah. Okay. Ina, everyone, they all said that they agreed to live in this school forever, and Yoko. The interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without a doubt, she had met him. She sat down with the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, her father. When she asked her his question, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted a life within the school, just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up. The monitor suddenly went black. Huh? It wasn't just the monitor. The DVD player itself had apparently turned off, which of course meant that the DVD wasn't actually playing anymore. What the heck just happened?
Say what?
He looks like it broke out of service. Whoa, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
What? It just so happened to break just now?
Now then, phew, when doesn't matter. Failure can strike any time, anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right?
Quite convenient, I must say. Failure, my ass. You cut the power on purpose. Well, whatever. Even if I watched the whole thing, it'd be just more of the same. Or really, he has to stand this question, and they all say yes. I couldn't help myself. I let out a huge, exasperated sigh, but as I did, I remembered something.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would seem
Thinking back on it now, at that point, my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and why I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all of that? Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine that it happened by chance. It seemed much too convenient. Inconvenient outcome. Something that seemed to obviously walk in favor of the mastermind. So does that mean I've lost my memory too? And what about the others? Here, have we all forgotten? Or... Interview DVD has been updated in the proof bullet section of your handbook. Is it time for the trial?
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end. And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black, there is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning.
Beginning of the
Which is why
trailer.
I'm sure
Beginning
we'll get to
of the
meet
end.
again, because the end is only the beginning.
And it sounds like the game is like approaching this late game.
Let's get started. The beginning
Like a
of the
final
end
game.
of the class trial.
That's what I think at
And we
least.
gather once again at you know where.
It's about to begin again. Class trial is going to start. The final class trial. The last time all our lives will be on the line. The last time hope and despair are on the line. I don't have a choice. I have to do this. Okay then. This is the end. Oh, this is the end. Absolute cinema. Anyway, I think this is a good time to leave it off, on a cliffhanger for the big ultimate climax. The ultimate climax. Next episode. It's like 2 a.m. right now. It's super late, and I don't think I can narrate much more. I play. Otherwise, it'll be all jumbled up words. I mean, even now, it's not that great. But hey, we got a lot of new information. Like a lot of new information since we were able to explore all the areas. If I had to make a theory right now, it would be that we all had a life in the school, and then we agreed to something that we shouldn't have agreed upon, except Kyoko. But there might be something up with her on the agreement stuff. And then they did something to us to make us forget, and then the game begun, and then that's about it. I'm still unsure on a lot of things, but I'm sure they will give us a lot of answers for the fuck ton of questions that they give us. But anyways, that's been part, I don't know how long, part, the part before the finale trial, the final trial. Anyways, that's been it, and see you later. Tweet.